Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good day in the market. It is May 19th, Thursday. We're gonna look at what's going on today. This natural price action on GameStop. It's so normal up until here. Definitely some shorting going on here. SPY kind of just playing choppy. We're gonna look at that, look at the options, look at what's going on with Twitter. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. Long intro of what we're gonna do, and I usually forget half of it, so sorry. There's our Twitter at HappyMoneyYT. We also have a Discord server. You can follow us on Twitter and jump on our Discord. Today SPY's kind of just consolidating. We are in SLD period. I'm gonna give you a quick little recap on what that is. Shout out to Unro for the notes. With the quarterly options expiration each month, market makers and prime brokers have to set aside enough capital to cover the potential exposure for all options. This money is deposited into an escrow account and is used to pay down all of the options that end up expiring in the money. The deposit goes in the Wednesday before the monthly expirations, which was yesterday, and is returned the following Friday after expiration. During this time, a ton of capital is locked up because options are so widely used in the market. This causes problems as a lot of capital is locked away, so we typically see melting up price action during Thursday, Friday before expirations, which is today, tomorrow, and a spike on Tuesday through Thursday the week after, that's next week. Once all the options are paid off, the rest of the deposit is returned, and they can go back to normal business. So that probably line up with the little trough theory too, which is funny. That's maybe what we've seen on some of these other troughs. Because I think after the SLD period's over, they'll probably short it back down before we have the rip for the cycles for their exposure on the futures and swaps and all that. But we've seen this SLD price action often, and just how it basically is the most natural looking price action on GME. Today was a bit of a anomaly, I think, because we hit this certain resistance line of 101 where they didn't want to get past. So definitely got some shorting there, but they can cover it. We have up until next Friday, basically. So, but all day today, just kind of just melting up and not crazy rug pulls really for the most part, and just very natural using VWAP here for support. You know, just moving nicely. So, this all ends by next Friday. Donra was saying Thursday. Let's see. Tuesday through Thursday next week. Another little bump. We'll see if we break this 101, this one resistance. Could bring us even higher, maybe to this 120 kind of resistance before probably bringing it back down. It's seeming like how this is stretching out now, we'll probably get our run up after earnings, unless it's forced with news or stock split, recalling of shares or whatever. But even that will happen after the shareholder meeting, and I think at least, I don't know, I think average time is 10 days after the ex-dividend date for it to go through. I don't know if it's the same with a share split, but I know just normal dividend, cash dividend, it's roughly that amount of time. So that would put us 612 somewhere over here, and this period from here to here, maybe this is where they'll be covering or closing. Naked shorts, at least. Legitimate shorts, probably not going to close, but I don't know. And needless to say, all of that, we're coming up on our basically just the cycles, the quarterly cycles. So very exciting, very sketchy time to have covered calls. That said, I did have some today, and I took small losses on them, which is good. It's now that it's coming down. It's good I did, though, because it is a bit of a sketchy period. And then I remembered, based on the price action today, I was like, this looks like SLD period. And I'm like, sure enough, I asked Don, and yep, end of the month options, and we're in SLD period, and we're getting this natural price action. So should expect some movements like this to occur. So that got me sketched out for cover calls. Not a huge loss, just a little one, and tried to make it back up here, but didn't end up filling, so I just left it alone. Too quick to catch. SPY, I opened up some bearish plays on SPY as well as my Tesla bearish play yesterday. I closed that today, actually. I can't remember how these react in SLD. Probably didn't have too much effect, unlike GameStop. That's such a risk to them with the options. Melvin Capital is unwinding and closing down, returning money to investors. What's left of it, I guess. I'm not sure quite how that works, but hopefully those people didn't get too screwed from their risky mistakes. Yeah, SPY kind of just consolidating here. Next week we've got Fed minutes and consumer data coming out. We'll see how that affects the market. It's looking a little bullish, honestly, on this 4-hour. We've got a higher low here of sorts, also a higher RSI low. That said, on the daily, it's so choppy with big ranges. Still bearish on the MACD. Looks like it's just consolidating before another big drop down. But with next week's data, we might see a little rally, maybe back up to that 415 before making another leg down. Might be early on some of my bearish plays. News with Twitter. So we might get after hours news. When you're watching this, there might be news coming out. So let's see. GameStop NFT is a new Twitter account, and I'm just looking for it. Where is it actually? So here's GameStop's Twitter. And they tweeted today, they retweeted eyeballs on GameStop NFT's tweet. And this is their first tweet from GameStop NFT, just GM. No idea what this means. First tweet they've had. Gosh. Okay, great. So I'm wondering if they're gonna release the marketplace, the full version, after close or tomorrow or this weekend. Seems like something's coming. GM, I don't know if that means good morning. Maybe Roaring Kitty is controlling their GameStop NFT Twitter account. I feel like they should utilize him at some point if they can, as with a consultant or however that could work out. And it seems like a big deal. I mean, GameStop even tweet eyeballs on it. So interesting what might be coming. Not sure. And look, it's not just, see, this is, oftentimes you see this heavy of a short, it's just dead after it, and it's starting to kind of find a floor already. Kind of interesting. And this was even during this SPY dump. Correlated, perhaps. I won't get any further into that though. My 120 calls were positive just for a couple percent, just for a few moments today. Could have sold them, but I want the exposure anyways. More calls I get, might get more time on it. Here's my bearish play on SPY, 393.89 call credit spread for tomorrow. I was like, I'll just roll it if it doesn't work out. GME, here's the covered calls I sold. Pop back for a small loss. Tesla, the call credit spread I closed out for, I think it was 70% profit. I sold 5 short puts on Birds for 2.5 strike. So this is kind of interesting since it's in the money, because Birds is now like 80 cents. These are kind of good. I sold them for 170, $1.70, 2.5 strike, 57 days. I'm not sure it'll be that high in 57 days. I'm assuming it'll have to be after the market basically fully crashes, flushes out, so maybe longer. But I'll roll it if not. This is good return on investment, especially if the expires worthless. This is $170 premium for a $250 collateral. So whatever that is, it's good. SoFi's up today. Wish is up today. And of course, GME is rallying. And Birds actually had a rally for a bit too. But that's all I got for you guys. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on Discord. Peace out.